What's up? This is Vigilante from Ball Sports and
Jeff Lightsy Jr.
Ball Sports.
from
Hey
Ball
man, let's get
Sports.
right into it, man. What you think about the Marcus Smart situation?
All right, the whole Marcus Smart deal. I did my article on Ball Sports, and I let y'all know that I thought it was totally wrong. Like what he did, what he did was wrong. Don't get me wrong. But the 3 games they handed him out today, I thought was just totally wrong. Out of fair. I think a player should never go into the stands, but he shouldn't have got 3 games. I said just the 1 game suspension, and then he'd be good. Because the fan, I mean, if you're antagonized by a fan, if he's gonna call you the N-word, man, I mean, how do you expect a 19-year-old kid to react? Like, if somebody calls me the N-word on the street, what do you think I'm gonna do? So, I mean, a man being in the middle of a basketball game, playing hard, he's making a basketball play, lands in the fans, and gets 3 games for a push. I just thought it was wrong. I think he just deserved a 1 game suspension, and that was it.
I agree. I think that they're taking Orr's word over Marcus' word. Orr said that he didn't call him that. Basically, he got on him and called him something else. I can't remember the crap, but I don't know. I think it's the good boy system. I think it's a good old boy because Orr was a super fan. He's been
Super fan.
He's been on the internet on their website. The coach Bobby Knight's son loved him. So this guy is embedded inside of Texas Tech. And I think that Big 12 shouldn't have gave him 3 games. I think they put Oklahoma State in a rut because, the Big 12 is a tough league this year. And they got Texas coming up, you know what I'm saying? And, my beloved K-State would love for him not to be playing. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I think they're wrong for this man. And I think that it shows you that people still look at the thug mentality or what they think about young black males. I think 1 game and maybe talking to him, and to me, what happens to Orr? So nothing happens. He gives an apology, and that's
the exact same
it.
thing I said. That's the exact same thing I said.
And he didn't run in the stand. He was already in the stands.
Exactly. A basketball play landing him in the stand. And so because this man is a super fan, he gets a pass. Just nothing. He don't even get a slap on the wrist. He gets Joe, he's the victim in here. No,
he's
man.
The victim because he's down. He's down in good old Lubbock, Texas. Good old Lubbock, Texas, where we take care of our own.
Exactly. He's a middle-aged man from Texas. What in the world, a middle-aged white man from Texas, what in the world makes you think he didn't say something like go back to Africa or call him the N-word or whatever? I mean, come on, man.
It just goes to show you that college athletes need to be paid. Why? Because if you want them to act professional, pay them. Because somebody can understand. Now, he shouldn't have touched them, but I understand. And I think that this goes to show, as when it comes to black people, we need to be more unified to speak out against these things. Because basically, this guy say apology, he's still going to be able to kick it at Texas Tech. He's still going to be able to come to the games and give money. He's probably a booster. I know he's giving money. Probably. He's a super fan.
A super fan. And because he's a super fan.
I think Big 12, and I love the Big 12, but I think they're acting a little SEC-ish, so that's okay. The good boy system win. Hopefully, Marcus learn from this, and at the same time, it's not going to hurt his draft, and he'll be making millions, it's a shame that this happened when they give him 3 games, man, and he didn't even fight.
Yeah.
He didn't even get a tech.
And the thing is, he didn't. He got a tech. He didn't get ejected.
He got kicked out the game. My bad. He didn't get kicked out the game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is, Marcus and all college athletes got to learn that these people don't care about you, man. They're not paying you, so you're not an employee. They just care about the money the fans you put in them seats. Marcus Smart's a top 5, top 10 draft pick or whatever, So people come to watch him play. Scouts come to see him. Fans come to see him play, see him do the things he can do that most people can't on the basketball court. So they don't care about him as a person. They care about him as a dollar sign. So he got to be smart about the things he does because in the long run, it only hurts him and not the university. You know what I mean?
And and the thing is, was crazy. He came back another year to try to, take Oklahoma State to the next level. And I still think it was a good move so he can see some of the hard times of basketball so that he could go to the NBA and understand that it's a different type of game. Well, once again, there's nothing I can say about that. Once again, we get robbed as usual when it comes to college sports, because you know college sports it's never fair to the college students. Just like a coach can go to another team and coach that year, but a player cannot go transfer and play that year. And so they get robbed all the way through when it comes to a payroll, when it comes to where he's getting their education. Well, North Carolina proved that they may not be getting such a great education when it comes to that.
They did.
So let's get to the next topic. Go ahead.
I said those scholarships does not amount to the millions that those players bring to those universities, man. Not at all. Like the dollars and cents. Like I'm from Louisville. The University of Louisville brought in the most money out of all college basketball teams, but all they have is like 12 scholarship players or whatever. I mean, come on, man.
He's making a killing. Your head coach is making a killing, just like they're doing down in KU. Let's get to the hot topic that's got the internet buzzing. Matter of fact, comes from in my area, Missouri. What you think about the situation that's hit the airwaves today?
Well, the whole Michael Sam, what Roger's talking about is the Michael Sams. He's attempting to be the first, openly active gay NFL player. And I mean, this guy, the timing of his coming out, to me, is pretty remarkable. I mean, this man is coming out before he ever plays a game in the NFL. Like, he's in the draft process, and he's coming out and he's saying that he's gay. He told, and what's even crazier is that he told his college team back before the season in camp, and nobody never told. Like, this story never broke. He told his team that he was gay during camp in a session in August, and it went the whole season without anybody saying anything. So, I mean, this is pretty wild. Now, personally, this is gonna hurt his draft stock, in my personal opinion.
You think it's gonna hurt his draft stock?
I think so. Now let me first phrase that I have nothing against homosexual or anybody that's gay, but this is going to hurt his draft stock. The NFL is a league full of macho men. I mean, these men are the manliest of men, and you have to shower in front of these men. This is like your family, but inside your family, like you're around these people more than you are your own family, and so. And Jonathan Vilma just went on, TV like last week on the NFL Network and said he wouldn't want a gay teammate. And also the punter Chris Cluey was cut for his thoughts on gay rights. This is a man who was an actual gay player who was projected to be a 3rd to 4th round pick anyway. It's gonna be hard times, man. Times.
Let me disagree with you on this. Let me tell you why. Its timing is perfect. Right now, the atmosphere, people have been waiting for that one person. Not what the basketball player did, because he's basically out of the league.
He was old. He was older.
This is a college player that may get drafted. Now, here's where I think is perfect timing. Whether they are uncomfortable or not, they're going to champion this young man like, I'm going to say it here. If he gets any type of people pushing him back, they're going to compare him to Jackie Robinson. He's breaking something. Let me tell you, it sounds extreme, but he's breaking through the NFL. Like you say, the macho man is the man of all sports. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's breaking through. He's going to be considered an outcast. And let me tell you, because the spotlight is on him, because ESPN did a story. He just did a Twitter out thanking ESPN for hearing his story. They're going to keep the spotlight, and I'm telling you, somebody who's smart as a GM going to pick this brother up. Watch what I tell you. Pick him up and say, look what we've done. We've opened the door to this because we believe all people are people, which is true. And now what goes behind the closed doors, hey, I don't know. But openly, they're going to accept this young man, and to me, his stock is hot now because he's going to be on all the TV shows. He's going to be watched until they draft, and then that draft day, everybody going to be sitting to see do anybody pick this young man up. And if they don't, NFL will catch heat. I'm telling you, this is a perfect move.
Now,
go ahead, but I'll let you have the last word.
Yeah. I think he is going to be on somebody's roster now. But the thing is, I think it's hurting his stock. He was going to be, to me, a second round, a third round pick. Now I see him sliding to the later rounds and cost himself some money because of what you just said. The circus he is going to bring to somebody's franchise. I mean, NFL teams don't really like all that publicity in the circus. I mean, think about what happened with the Tebow mania. I mean, just think about that. This man was just. It made a lot of money, but it made a lot of people upset too. I mean, the people at the New York Jets, it was like, why is he? So I'm saying, I mean, this is a circus this man is going to bring to somebody's franchise.
Hey, this is America. We just had somebody cancel. Think about this. Just cancel the Zimmerman versus DMX. So let me tell you, this is right up America's alley. And here's the thing. If the boy can play football, it shouldn't matter anyway. I'm being honest. It shouldn't matter because you don't know. Unless somebody comes out and tell you what their preference is, you really don't know. You don't know anyway. By him being bold, this is serious. I applaud him for being bold enough to do it. Now, I'm not one of these guys that need to say something politically correct to worry about anything. But I'm just being honest. If he can play football and he help that team win, I'm telling you, you know what changes all things is winning. And I think baseball is doing it. Baseball have did it. They had I can't think of his name, but I want to say he is the GM for Oakland A's. He's openly gay, and he runs that organization. I can't think. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but I just think that because everybody will be talking about him, I think this is the perfect time, and it may be a media thing, but I don't think it'll be as big as a circus as you think. I think they will look at it as groundbreaking. I think it's going to be more groundbreaking. I'm telling you, these athletes, these soft athletes are not going to speak out about nothing. They don't speak out about nothing anyway. So I don't believe it. I think that it's a good look for them.
I mean, you got it's a 53-man roster on an NFL team. These guys are not going to be, I mean, they got to shower with this man. They are not going to, it's not they're not going to feel comfortable. Jonathan Vilma just came out and said, I would want a gay teammate. And also, Chris Cluey got cut because of his thoughts. He's not gay, he was an activist for gay rights. He thought that they should promote him.
He's a punter, though. He's a punter. Nobody cares about a punter.
And that's what I'm saying. And this guy is a projected 4th to 5th round pick. Well, if he's that late, what makes you think somebody is going to
let me tell you something. It's called bargain. If he drops, that's good. But a 4th round and 3rd round, you can look at, come on now, Tom Brady. You can look at a lot of people that, went later rounds. I'm just saying that if that boy can play football, and if he do get any type, because he got the double whammy going. He's black.
Yeah.
He's
exactly.
black. And he's gay. So he got the double whammy. So I'm telling you, this is a little different. I really believe that this is right on the money because he do got the double whammy. Discrimination. Discrimination 2 ways. So if this bro can play, that's what it should all be about. And if they have a problem, because you're talking sponsors, he's going to have every type of group behind him. And everybody's going to want to show that they're not homophobic. That they, you're talking Oprah. I can see this guy just doing the whole circuit. Whoever team he gets picked on, and then the coaches saying, and then they're going to say, hey, now let's get to football. Let's get to football. Because I'm telling you, man, he picked the right time, man. I'm telling you. Now, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, no way. But now, because they're conscious about it, people are making headways. And to me, he may just open the floodgates. You just never know.
He may. I think he did. We'll see.
We'll see, man. And we'll get back on again. So me and you can chop it up, man. We definitely got to chop it up. Now you're a Louisville fan, ain't you, in basketball?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I hope K-State meet y'all. We'll knock y'all out. I'm telling you now. K-State meet y'all, we'll give y'all that work. You don't think so?
No.
We're going to talk about that. I tell you what, if they meet, me and you got to get back on. But we're going to get back on sometime this week and keep this thing going, man. I really had a ball hanging out with you, Jeff.
Thanks.
All right, man. Peace out, my brother. This is Boss Sports.